Hello and welcome to Exemplify, and thank you for stopping by. So today I decided to do a Q&A because I get a lot of questions from family members and clients alike that are just, they're reoccurring, so I think that everybody should know the answers to these questions. So I wrote the questions down in my man journal because I'm using my phone to film and cameras are expensive. First question. What do you think about intermittent fasting? So for those of you who don't know, intermittent fasting is just where you dedicate a certain eating window for yourself every single day. The usual intermittent fasting window that people choose is 8 hours. So say you want to start eating at noon, you're only going to eat from noon to 8 p.m. Now from 8 p.m. to when you go to sleep, you don't have anything to eat, you just drink water. And the same goes for when you wake up all the way up until noon. So what's my opinion? I actually do like the diet. I do it myself. But I will say it's not for everybody. A lot of us have work, a lot of us have school, and we have to plan around these things accordingly. You might not have time in the middle of the day to, bust out your lunch and start eating. Some people only have time to eat at the beginning of the day and at the end of the day. And if that's your situation, then intermittent fasting is not for you. But if you do have the time, I would recommend you try it once or twice, because it helps regulate your hormones in your body, so you feel more satiated when you eat and you feel less hungry when it's not during your eating window. So my thoughts on intermittent fasting, try it out if you want. It's not for everybody, so don't expect it to be some kind of miracle. Question number 2, how do I lose my gut? I work out almost every day and I don't want to count calories. My work schedule is all over the place and I fear that there are too many variables to keep track of. So the question is basically, how do I lose weight even though my schedule changes from day to day? My advice for this situation is you need to sit down and control all the variables that you can. Now, this is going to require you to write a schedule out. Writing a schedule is not the most fun experience, but it's going to help you get your life on track and actually see where your time is going. Now, at first, you're not going to fill every single thing up in your schedule because that's ridiculous. What you want to do is you want to write out your most time-bound tasks first. That means if you have class at 7 a.m. on Monday, every Monday, you want to write that into your schedule first because that is priority. Next, what you want to do is you want to write down your other important tasks that are not necessarily time-bound. These things would be like take my girlfriend out on a date, clean my room, wash the dishes. These tasks don't have to be done on a certain day, but you still don't want a dirty ass room, dirty dishes, or an unhappy girlfriend. So plug these into your schedule where you have time, where those white empty spaces are. Next, what you want to do is you want to schedule time for leisure. A lot of people don't think of this, but it's really important to relax sometimes. I like to promote physical health all the time, but physical health is not the only part of being. You also have your mental health to worry about. Part of worrying about your mental health is actually scheduling time to, chill out, watch TV, watch Netflix, and, have a good time. We have other parts of our life to tend to, like our social life and watching anime. Maybe that's only part of my life, but I need that. Once you have everything scheduled out, nothing will be variable anymore because you see everything right in front of you. Once you have a schedule, never again are you gonna say, oh, I don't have time. No, motherfucker, you know when you have time because it says it right there in your schedule. The two things people hate most in America are budgeting time and budgeting their money. Both are very important. All right, final question. I need your wisdom on the vegan lifestyle. How did you make the transition? I can barely stay on a diet. I first started eating vegan a couple of years ago. It was ridiculous the amount of chicken I was eating, the amount of meat I was eating. I would literally fry up handfuls of chicken and just eat the entire pan of chicken. No sides, no carbohydrates, no healthy fats, just straight chicken. Once I decided to go plant-based, what I did was I just slowly started introducing plant-based foods into my diet. When I ran out of milk, I would just get soy milk or almond milk. When I ran out of chicken, I would just get soy chicken or meat substitute. Everything else in my diet was pretty much plant-based anyway. A lot of people get really curious about a vegan diet because they're like, oh, what do you eat? Like, how do you survive? Like, bro, a lot of stuff you already eat is vegan. In the last month, if you've had French fries, Oreo, or you drink alcohol, all those things are vegan. So it's honestly not that hard of a transition to make, given that you're eating a healthy diet. Now, if you just eat fast food all the time, or processed food all the time, or Cheetos, or this kind of stuff, then yeah, it might be a little bit harder for you, but there are still alternatives that you can try. So how are you gonna go vegan? Basically just take the diet you have now and mirror it with plant-based options. Or just go meatless like once a week. That actually goes a long way. And if you decide to make the switch, don't kick yourself if you mess up on your diet and you break down and you have a burger or something. When I first went vegan, I cheated so much. When Taco Bell came out with I think it was the naked chicken chalupa, and I was like, I gotta have that. Also, within the first couple months of me going vegan, my cousin was getting married, and she had a bunch of cannolis and cakes and a whole bunch of other delicious animal products at her wedding, and I went ham, you know? You can make exceptions as long as you know that it's gonna keep you on the right track. We all make mistakes. Just, know that what you're doing is right and that your aim is noble, okay? Whether it be for environmental reasons, whether it be for ethical reasons, whether it be for health reasons, just know that you're doing it for a reason. And that's about it for today, guys. Thank you so much. If you have any other questions, leave them in the comments below. And as always, if you want some, personal training guidance, let me know. Hit me up, DM me, ask me about it. I do online training, I do in-person training, and I just do consulting in general. I want to help as many people as I can get as healthy as they can, whether that be physical health, mental health, or emotional health. I just want to be there.